So I'm going to talk a little bit about the steering column I put into this 1956 GMC. It was just a cheap one that I got off of eBay. It was half the price of a I Did It kit. So this one, I could show the link. It was half the price. It's a 30-inch and it does telescope. Well, not telescope. It tilts. Tilt column. Came with two different types for the automatic shifter there, but some issues I had with it is, one, there's a little dowel or metal thing that comes and it secures this, and you can see it's all loose and it's all wobbly for the steering. The other problem I had is I don't have power steering on this truck, and so there's a plastic joint in here. This is kind of the design that is in the Corvettes. And so I could show some pictures that I'll put up. Basically what happened was I went to pull forward and then turned the wheel real quick to back up into a spot for a car show I was in. And I heard something crack and the steering became all loose. And that little plastic joint inside there, it broke. So I called the guy, or contacted him through eBay. He basically told me that it was my problem and that I'd have to change it myself. So there's two different styles out there. I ended up just picking one, put it all back together, and it seemed to work pretty good. So that part's fixed. The other thing, it comes with the adapter. So I had to take this all apart because my steering's off a little bit. But you can see this adapter piece that it came with. And so I just purchased this steering wheel separately to go on that adapter because I wasn't, from my measurements, I wasn't 100% sure how far this steering column would fit back here. So actually it does pretty good. Fits pretty well, at least for me anyway. I really enjoy it. And then you can see the wires that come out. It does have a light in here, and because I have so much chrome in here, at night it reflects off the chrome and it's really annoying. But other than that, it's not a bad setup here. Kind of hard to take apart. That's the first one I've ever done. So I just need to get this secured a little bit better, and you know, for the most part it works pretty good. And then as far as how I got it in here, I used an I Did It column piece right here, the adapter, and I used the instructions from the I Did It steering wheel, and it seemed to work really well. I was able to cut the steering shaft where I needed it to and grind it down so it would match that DD style coupler. And then just for a cover, for a dust cover, I took a PVC pipe cap. It was white from Home Depot. Ended up just drilling a hole through it, putting it on there, and then I put some little Allen screws to hold it in place and painted it with some undercoating. And I got the shifter working and everything, so I'm really pleased with it. It does really well. I like the steering shifter. I used to have a floor ratchet shifter, which I got rid of, and this system works pretty good. But when I bought this steering column, it came with just bare aluminum. Looked like crap, and I'll put a picture up of what it looked like when it came out of the box. And I went to Harbor Freight and picked up a buffing kit, and I sat down and buffed it for a while and got it cleaned up pretty good. And for the most part, it really turned out well. So I'm real pleased with it now. I just gotta fix the steering slop. And I also picked up this horn button with flames, just to go with all the chrome that's in this truck, because there's so much chrome. And got rid of the floor shifter and put in a carpet kit. So there's any other questions on it. Everything works pretty well, except for just the shifter issue, which I got to figure out. But okay. Here's what it looks like with the steering column all put together and the steering wheel in it, or on it, with the horn button. Really goes together with all the other chrome. That's kind of why I chose that wheel. I just wish, you know, the wheel I had was a lot smaller. This wheel is a little bit bigger, but without power steering, it's okay. It's just for ease of driving, it'd be so much nicer to have power steering, but you do what you gotta do.